Hey YouTubers, Tim here from the Nanaimo Timberwolves. Today I have a breakdown for you. This breakdown is going to be on the MSR water pump. It's a great water pump. If you're looking for a review on the water pump, I'll also post a link to the review I did for this water pump. So let's get started on this breakdown. So the MSR comes in a nice bag, solid on one side, mesh on the other. Allows for very good drainage of any water that's left in the pump. Also comes with a green scrubby. The green scrubby is provided by MSR, and I'll show you what that's for later. So we'll just get the hose out of the way. It comes clamped on. Hose is about 3.5 feet long and can be easily replaced. Start by taking off the bottom cap. On the bottom of the cap is a measuring device. Just slip that off for now and I'll show you what that's for later. To remove the filter housing, just turn counterclockwise. It should come off fairly easily. Once you have the housing off, you will notice there is two sides to the filter. One has a little nipple on the end of it. If you just push on the sides of this little nipple, the filter should come out very easily. Just put these two pieces aside for now. Now you want to pick up your measuring device. Check to see if the measuring device fits over your ceramic filter. If it fits over the ceramic filter, then it needs to be replaced. If it doesn't, it does not need to be replaced. If you're doing any field cleaning, you'll use the green scrubby to clean this filter. Always clean away from the nipple end. The nipple end is where your good water comes out, and you do not want to contaminate it with dirty water. Next, we'll remove the O-ring and set them both aside. So now we'll take apart the pump head. I usually leave the hose attached, as sometimes you'll rip the hose trying to get it off. You can just twist off the pump head very easily. Sometimes the spring will come out, sometimes it'll stay in the pump head. Just remove it and put it aside for now. Now on the pump head itself, you'll notice that there is a little clip. If you just push the clips together, it'll just slide out the one end. And then the other side will just slide right out itself. Now you can just slide the pump mechanism out. Now you notice where the spring came out, there will be a little duckbill in there. Sometimes it'll just come out if you tap it. If it doesn't, you can use the little clip and just slide it in and the duckbill should just pop right out. Make sure the duckbill is still pliable. Make sure that it opens and closes. If it doesn't, if it's ripped or anything, it will need to be replaced. On the bottom of the filter, you will notice a diaphragm. It's a little orange diaphragm. Just pinch it together with your fingers, it comes out very easily. Put this aside for now. On the pump handle, you notice the same clip as before. Just follow the same procedure to remove this clip as well. Now you also notice a black O-ring on the little pump itself. You can remove this pump with a little screwdriver or the side of a blade. Just be careful when removing it. I'm just going to leave it attached for now. On the end of the hose, just slide back the metal coil. There will be a little filter in there. Just remove that little filter. Now all these parts can be cleaned with soap and water except for the filter. The filter needs to be boiled in water for 15 minutes and then set to dry for 3 days. This should be done whenever you've gone through a big trip or lots of dirty water. Once everything is dried, we will start reassembly. Start with the diaphragm in the top. It fits easily into the hole, just press around the sides to get it in. Once you have the diaphragm in, I use Vaseline. Any petroleum jelly will work very well with this, or you can buy MSR's lubricant for it as well. Just put some Vaseline around the O-ring. Now this is the only tricky part, and really it's not that tricky. But you notice on the bottom of the pump, there is a little indentation, almost like a little V. You'll also notice if you look into the pump head, there's a little indentation that V will sit in. Just make sure you have the pump in the right way. Now we'll put the handle onto the pump, and we'll just insert the little pins, one on the one side, one through the other. and it'll clip together. Now we'll just insert the other clip into the handle, attaching the handle to the pump head. Both sides, just clip it together. Pick up your spring and your duckbill. Put the duckbill over the spring, it should fit very easily. Insert the duckbill into the hole at the end of the pump. Now we'll insert the hose into the side, just over the top of the spring, and we'll twist the pump on. This will take a little pressure because it is spring loaded, so push in a little bit and then just twist and it should get on very easily. Once this is together, we'll put the filter back into the bottom of the hose. This filter can be cleaned regularly if you're out on the field, if you get any stones caught in the end or anything like that. Now for the filter O-ring, we'll have to use some Vaseline and put it on the end of the O-ring. You don't have to use a lot, just enough to cover the O-ring. Place the O-ring back over the top of the filter. The filter will only fit in one way into the housing. Slide it into the housing so it's firm up against the other end. Now take the pump head and turning clockwise, we'll put the housing back onto the pump head. Now put the base cap on. And our little measuring tool. And that's it, guys. We've completely broke down our pump and put it back together. I like to store my hose, I wrap it around a few times, and I just clip it in the end. The only thing you have to make sure is that it isn't kinked at the pump head. Try to just loosen off the coils a little bit so it unkinks at the pump head. If you're going to store it for a long time, I do recommend that you take the hose off the pump, or it will break down that kink a little bit and you could be out in the field and it could fail on you. But that's my breakdown of the pump. Hope you enjoy, guys. Have a good one.